Yeah. Those
Season
are
3.
Yeah, it's a guarantee showstopper. Absolutely.
The best part is the actual name of the replay is like 500 characters long. It's like the date, the matchup, the time, all in the title.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's rough. All right, ByuN and Solar in the second semi-final. I'm cheering on Solar. I want a Zerg finals.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm cheering on ByuN. He's my teammate. But I do want the Zerg in the finals. Sadly, these things are mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You know what I did last Saturday? You won't know.
Last Saturday?
Ask anyway. Yeah, last Saturday.
You went to see some tennis?
No, that was Friday.
Close though. There's only one day off.
No, 2 days. I had 2 days off this week.
No, I was 1 day off of what you did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had your life planned out in my head, just I was 1 day behind.
Yeah, gotcha. So I went to my friend's house and we were ready to, eat, just play some random games. And then he said, how about we try some Dungeons and Dragons? And I played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I actually kind of liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've never talked crap on Dungeons and Dragons. People look at me, they say, oh, this guy's really cool. I bet he doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons. But, I always had an open mind for it.
That's exactly what I think when I look at you. I'm like, well, there's no way he's a Dungeons and Dragons player.
Yeah. The people were shocked when I was telling them. But I had a great time. Like we didn't do we didn't dress up or anything or use like weird voices or like spoke in like the Klingon language. Like I'm a Star Wars. No, it's like we didn't do any of that. But it was still a good time. It's very fun. I enjoyed it. And I was thinking I could play this with my family. Though I bet it would be banging. So I'm gonna get. You have to buy these things, like the campaigns and stuff. I'm gonna look into this. But you can then download some custom-made ones as well, though. I bet they're even better. Usually the mods are always better than the real game.
Yeah. Someone was telling me about playing Dungeons and Dragons recently. I can't remember who it was, though.
Yeah, a lot of nerds also do it online, but I feel like it's better in person, to be honest.
Maybe this is what we should do, the night before Home Story Cup in the future. Dungeons and Dragons set.
I mean, yes, or on the second day when I'm out of the tournament.
No, because
I have loads of time when I'm playing tournaments to do other stuff, Wardy.
Yeah, but then we get distracted because we have to go cast and stuff,
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's never peaceful. Not like on the Thursday night.
This is a wild build, by the way. It's a 3x Reaper. This is the build that ByuN initially got his best results with. He won BlizzCon with this build in 2016 against Ark. Back then, the build was significantly better. Right now, he's killed 2 drones already, and he's looking for a 3rd drone. He's going to get that 3rd drone. Couple more links as well. Speed still 15 seconds away from finishing. This is a lot of damage here, Wardy.
It is a lot of damage. Those Reapers are doing a good job so far. Continue to apply the pressure here in these early stages, so putting some damage out, and the Reapers continue to pull back against those Queens.
I don't even think that speed is going to be as big of a showstopper as some people might think here. Like, the link count is 12 against 8 Reapers, and with ByuN's micro, that is very, very doable. If you don't grenade your own Reapers, like these guys are pretty powerful, let me tell you. So we're going to have 8 Reapers out. Solar still continuing to build crap over here. And the transition has already started here for ByuN. It's going into an eBay, probably for some type of like 3-1-1 drop. CC is almost done as well, and there's no 3rd base quite yet for Solar. He is adding in 14 more links, and once those finish up, I do believe that life is going to get tricky here for Reaper, man.
Yeah, we're going to go for the hatchery, though, and that's going to be a cancel. That's great, as we do see the Zerglings looking for the wraparound. They're going to get the wraparound now. Queen's getting range as well. There's no escaping this. Even with good grenades, the Lings will get rid of all of those Reapers, and this suddenly feels so much worse for ByuN, because now you have no map control for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, that was not the trade that he wanted. He lost all the Reapers and killed 2 more Lings or something along those lines. 8 Reapers are very, very expensive. I'm not even sure if ByuN can hold his tech lab here. Actually, I'm pretty sure he can't hold his tech lab here. This also opens the opportunity for a Baneling bust. We're not seeing a second gas or a Baneling nest quite yet, but I believe there's a relatively large window here for a Baneling bust that could work, no?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. You've only got Marines for a long time. I think Solar's just going to be happy just taking the advantage and rolling with it, though, back at home, because I think there's been a lot of times where he probably has Bane busted ByuN in this scenario, and it still doesn't work well, because ByuN understands that kind of part of the game quite well too, so I kind of like would agree, but then I feel like I've seen ByuN kind of figure out the defense for that so many times, so...
Okay, gotcha. Another thing he could do is maybe go for like you know the exact timing where Stim is gonna finish, right? If you cancel it, you basically just add like the 18 seconds for the tech lab and then the 100 seconds for the Stim, so it's 2 minutes. What if you just go for like a very tight Ravager push? You just go across the map with like 9, 10 roaches, 4 or 5 Ravagers. So like 5 Ravagers, 5 roaches, something like that, and you just snipe the Stim once more. And then you just shoot Ravager balls from a distance. That would be high test as well.
I'd like that.
I wonder how tight it. I don't think he could make it. Maybe if he instantly threw down the roach horn after he cancelled it, and then instantly roaches, it should be fine, right?
Probably be... It'd probably be close still, no?
Yeah, I think so. And then there's no Stim, no combat shield, and you have roach Ravager lane. Like, how do you lose that? Unless there's tanks, you're not losing.
Yeah, but then you just contain them on 2 bases and expand, and you should just always overwhelm them now, I think.
I don't know. Roaches also suck though, so you shouldn't forget about that. Like, you know, sometimes you see like a 1-1 roach timing attack, and then, you know, he's like, oh, that dealt a lot of damage, got like 15 SCVs, and then 1-1 finishes, and the other guy has more than 3 Marines, and all of a sudden it's like, drrr. Like once the Terran starts stutter stepping into your army, that feels not good.
Yeah, you know, the point where you've already lost the game, yeah, definitely is not meant to feel good. No, I mean, if there's no Stim and combat shield for that long though, and the Terran's on 2 bases, it's hard for them to ever get enough to really be comparable to a Roach Ravager army now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Okay, Infestation Pit 650. It's not a bad timing for how stressful this early game was. Carapace on the way. I actually thought, like, looking at the setup, that we're gonna see like a Roach, like kind of a Ravager Ling attack, but the Infestation Pit makes me doubt that now.
Yeah, seems like we're just gonna tech on up, move on through, get hive available, and we'll see, kind of work forward from there. We'll see if, I mean, maybe a couple of infestors. People have been adding a lot of infestors in ZVT lately, actually. A couple of infestors here and there. People have been really loving that.
Yeah, the Infestor is the new Baneling. It's because you can snipe an Infestor before it deals damage. Well, you can if I'm the one controlling it, but in general, when the good Zergs are controlling it, they'll get their spells out. I made a joke. You're allowed to laugh in these situations.
I laughed internally.
Okay. It's good enough for me.
I had like a little... This is why I should have cast it with the webcam on. You would have seen the glimmer of a smile at the side of my face, you know?
Gotcha. Okay, Carapace level 2 is on the way. What the hell is ByuN doing? Is this like a triple tech lab, 2 reactor? He's just massing Marauders, isn't he? I wonder if this is gonna go into an 8 Rex or not. This feels like a setup for an 8 Rex. But he doesn't have the extra barracks, and it would be extremely late at this point. Yeah. So it's like a 5 Rex, but it feels all in, you know? This is not a macro 5 Rex.
It's definitely not a, oh yeah, let's get my 4th, let's think about ghosts in the future. He wants to be able to trade with this now and trade as well as possible and just keep on going. ByuN is one of the few players that sometimes can make the mass bio, no tech units work a lot of the time for way longer than they should be, so it's one of those times where with anyone else doing this, it'd be doubtful, but I kind of believe in ByuN a little, and dodges that fungal growth nicely. He's going to get on top of a hatchery here, and that's a 4th base of Solar that just drops.
Yeah, Ling Runby is going to run into the 3rd base. So Solar's going to give up one of his bases. He is rebuilding a 4th on the left side. He needs more than just these 3-4 workers. He's going to need like 10, 12 workers. I think he'll be happy. Don't think he's quite going to get that. I think he's going to get 8, 9. 8 workers, not that bad. At the same time, he tries to engage into the bio tank force. That didn't work out. Loses another fungal boy as well. Ravager's now coming in. Ultra Cavern about 75% done, but then we still need chitinous plating. And then we need to build the Ultras as well. That's expensive and takes a lot of time. ByuN's going to continue moving in forward. There's no fungals remaining. And without Banelings, this army isn't good enough to break through the bio force. Even without the tanks here, ByuN is just stimming and winning.
GG. ByuN gonna stim it and win it. That's, I mean, it's kind of scripted. We're not allowed Zergs in the finals, right? So
it went well at the start. If he just keeps the 8 Reapers alive, his position is crazy. I would actually do it again.
Do again.
Although this map is significantly worse for it as well. ByuN is probably the best map. Hey, whenever someone plays on ley lines, does something happen in your head or no?
Wait, what?
Like, do you get a particular song stuck in your head whenever someone gets ley lines?
Ley lines? Oh.
Do you want me to share it with you?
To ruin my life every time I cast this map?
Yeah.
Sure.
You know the Eric Clapton song Layla?
No.
Layla, da-da-da.
You get that every time you hear ley lines?
Yeah, every single time. And it gets stuck for so long. Whenever someone says ley lines, it just starts playing in my head. It's driving me freaking nuts. So I kind of want this map to be rotated out just for that. I really like the map, but it's not okay.
It's gonna be a while, man.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not even sure if the Blizzard guy still has the password for the server at this point.
Yeah, you might be screwed on that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. It's gonna be CC first here. What do you think they're saying? You want me to translate it on my phone?
Sure, go wild.
But you first have to guess.
First have to guess. I think Sola's saying something like, Terran's so disgusting. 8 Reapers dead. No, never punished. ByuN's like, I worked hard to play this race.
This is crazy. That's too much. I'll do cabbage. How is it? Too lucky after a lot of fun. All right.
That's what you got?
Yeah.
Oh,
Get knocked out of the preliminaries. No writing on the Reaper. This round is scheduled to be full. I plan to do that. What the hell? Yeah, not quite sure what it means.
Great
This
talk.
didn't. I feel like I'm more confused now than before.
Great talk.
Yeah, let's do cabbage. Now he's laughing.
Yeah, I have no idea. These guys
This
always
is
talk
pretty
about.
relaxing if you're Solar, by the way. Like playing against CC first.
Because nothing's coming your way for a while, right?
Yeah, it's calm. It's very calm. 2 Marines though. That's also the type of stuff that would ruin my life. You know, snipe freaking Overlord. Link's gonna scout. He's gonna see the fast factory. Actually, will see the fast factory. It's good info. 30C goes down. We have 2-3 in gas right now for ByuN. Not feeling bad. Look how late that extra queen is.
How late is it? Is it really late?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it feels very late to me.
You know, now you've told me about the... What was it, Layla?
Yeah?
Well, I thought of a different song I would go with.
Tell me.
Well, it's very, very similarly named, but Lila. By Oasis.
Lila?
Yeah.
Lila, pan it down. Is that it? You got me on my knee, Lila.
No, I don't think so. It goes like, hey Lila, stars about a... I'm not going to sing, I'm fucking terrible at singing.
Hey there, Delilah.
No. Yes, that's what I think of when I hear ley lines. I think of, hey there, delay lines.
Hey there, ley lines. What's it like in New York City?
Yeah, that's the one. Not really, but that's better than what I heard.
God, your brain is dumb as hell. What the heck?
I bet you could make a great StarCraft parody song with that song.
I bet we could. I bet we could. You'll be on the keys then. We can play it at the Home Story Cup on day 2. All right. Enough with the jokes here, Wardy. We're playing some links. Fast lair. Well, fast. I wouldn't call this fast, but it is a lair. We're going to go into a Baneling nest as well. Ooh. Cars try to run by. It's funny to me that everyone always tries to do the run by, but almost no one is successful. You know who is very frequently successful? It's our boy Clem. Yeah.
Yeah, need that one straight away. It's crazy, right? Just the ability, especially, you know what it is? Especially against Sola. I've seen Sola die to Clem's Helene run by so many times. But
Yeah.
it's not a weakness he has versus Terrans. It's just versus Clem. What do you think Clem does that makes it so effective?
I think his Hellions, they move faster and probably, you know, they like more on the edge. Yeah, more on the edge. And Solar is not the type of guy to, you know, do something wild with it. Like Shin would have 20 links around, like across the map, like running into your natural and like gnawing away at your SCVs. So it feels worse, but yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to see.
Yeah.
It feels like that a lot against Clem though, is where he'll play like a pretty standard build and then he still has the ability to just kill you with the minor harass that the build has. And if he doesn't, it's like even. And if he does kill you, you're dead. It's like,
I mean,
he's just throwing stuff at you and you're like one of the moles in the whack-a-mole, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like you see that a lot
you're
in...
forced into being there, and Clem is there with the hammer. And it's like, when is it my turn with the hammer? It's like, you never get the turn with the hammer. It's like, you just keep putting in the freaking coins, and you're popping out, getting bopped on the head. It's a terrible time. Oh, Hellions here are gonna come with a flank. That is not usually how Hellions are used, so they're gonna die. Queens stay alive for now. These Marines are falling pretty low. The hatchery also lost a lot of HP though, Wardy. Will survive for now. New set of creep tumors coming out. This was a fine fight for Solar. I think he's okay with how that went.
Yeah, I think he's probably looking at this and saying that, you know, he didn't lose much. He got rid of the Hellions. Obviously used a few units to play defense, but he gets his 4th base up. There's not much damage on it. The Queens are still healthy. Continue to defend and look nice. He's even getting a Ling run by across the map. I believe ByuN is well walled off and reinforced, so those Lings will not find anything yet, but nice that you even have the opportunity to think about running by and counter-attacking instead. And it gives you an idea that, hey, Clem's not reinforced in this position as well, right? So you know it's just this drop of Medevacs right now.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, this armor is going to pick up right now. Like, it's gotta go. Oh, that was a nice target fire. Was that like 3 Banes or so at the end he got? That was quite a bit. And the tank position down here is also very powerful. You have like this little area near the gas, near that fort base, which is difficult if the Terran ends up getting there. But for now, ByuN's just gonna set up shop over here, a little bit further away. Ling run by coming in. No, it's going to be a flank. More Banelings being constructed as well. Solar making sure that there's nothing waiting, you know, to reinforce. And now the tanks move into the spot that I was talking about earlier. Like, this spot is so hard to deal with as a Zerg player. So hard to deal with, because you can't really properly flank it.
Yep. Absolutely, as the couple of Queens go down already, so now the Marines do a little bit better. And you just pull back toward those tanks and let them fight and fire into this. Obviously, we can get rid of some of the Banelings, then brilliant. We are going to be kind of lifted up right now as Clem. He's very clumped as well, so any Banes that do make those Marines are going to be huge. But man, the siege tanks with some serious protection, they held that position beautifully.
Yeah, ByuN did a great job there. He's already going up to a 4th base, 7, 8 barracks as well. We have 76 workers for Solar against the 65 for ByuN. But ByuN gets the 2nd group out on the map. That 5th base could be in some trouble. There's no Banes pre-split. There's no Links pre-split. So we get a stim in forward. This base could be toast here. Solar's not responding to it yet. Now he's trying to run in. A single Baneling is running. Let's see. Target fire. Ooh. It was pretty late, but still gonna get it. And the 5th base will indeed fall. ByuN in a dominant position here in this game.
That's Zergs, man. They're just not allowed to make the finals of this tournament. Not even allowed to get close. Crazy. But yeah, ByuN's just playing this very well and just playing a lot of good positions on the map. And the problem is that sometimes Solar can be on the edge and can kind of hang on in there, and he's so good at surviving until lurkers. He's just a mile away from it though, and he's significantly behind with units coming his way. It's not like he's like scraping together a lurker den right now or something. I mean, he's just in a very difficult spot. A few Hydras are on the way out. There's not even that many Banelings really in this army. He needs that reinforcing round of Banes to really buff the numbers up here. But of course, Clem can just lift up ByuN can just lift up and back away, and come back over. I have Clem on the mind after talking about those Hellions earlier.
Okay, we have another drop now coming in. ByuN's not really microing. It's just going to pick up, stim into pick up. Loses some supply on the left side as well. I think Solar might actually be stabilizing at least temporarily. I mean, 2-2 upgrades, Adrenal Glands on the way, has his first Viper. It often feels like Solar struggles a lot to get to this army, like the Hydra Link Bane, maybe a couple of Lurkers in there, probably some Vipers. But once he's there, his fights become so much better.
Yeah. It's definitely kind of a phase of the game where he's super comfortable in, but Well, Widow Mines actually do go down to the Banelings as they try to burrow up, and ByuN is going to get pushed back a little bit, so Solar will find himself an opportunity to hang on in there for a little bit. But that's the Lurker Den going down. It's the absolute best thing you can deny right now is ByuN, because it's going to keep Solar hanging on for that much longer and give you a lot more opportunity to really make significant progress in the game.
+3 coming in. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, ByuN's just on the 4 bases, but I wonder if he wants to kind of think about getting towards more bases with this time before Lurk's out, or if he's just going to keep firing across the map. Like, he's not slowing down to tech up or expand at all. He's throwing a CC down now, so just wondering his approach, because obviously he knows Lurkers are attempted to come through, but just being aggressive has not quite finished the game yet, so I was just thinking maybe it's time to think a bit more future focus.
Yeah, mines are going to connect a little bit with this force, but not a great. One of the things that I think ByuN has been doing poorly is keeping his mines alive. He runs very aggressively with them onto creep, and frequently before really any get to burrow, there's already a fight. And as a result, ByuN has lost 14 mines already this game, and it makes these pushes way less scary as the Zerg player. If there's like 7-8 mines spread out, fully committing to a battle is very difficult because you don't know how many mines there's going to be, what are they gonna kill, and very frequently Terran can come out with a big win out of these engagements. But if it's just Marine Marauder, yeah, Hydra Ling Bane Viper is going to crush that, absolutely. Now we have 2 more mines in this comp, but once they disappear, that's pretty much going to be the end here for ByuN. He just hasn't been building up that factory unit count, and that is something that does worry me, because right now Solar is thinking about actually counter-attacking, and what is there to defend for ByuN? Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot at all. He's been so focused out on the map. Solar, if nothing else, he has a potential to wrap around this army as well. ByuN sees it with the Widow Mine. He sees units from the bottom right. We are going to try and roll forward, but the bottom right needs to be joined up with the top left. We do see the few Banes are just getting absolutely crushed from the bottom right side. It's the top left that has to carry Solar through a little bit. ByuN, again, obviously being able to take a fight off creep is nice. There's a few Banelings left over. He's figuring out what he wants to do with the last few units, but this is just a one fight for Solar, who is going to have units left at the end. Medevac's going down as well. It's painful. ByuN losing a lot of the longevity of this game and his army. And he's down 40 supply now, and again, we're at a dangerous moment because Solar is very ready to improve his tech.
Ooh, 11 Lurkers, Wardy. What do we have in the anti-Lurker squad here? We have 5 Ghost, 1 tank. That's it. That is all there is to deal with the Lurker, and I don't think that is quite going to be good enough. If Solar is allowed to stay here and run up with these Lurkers, ByuN is not just in a bad position, he's dead. He has no way of clearing 12 or 11 siege Lurkers. He just doesn't have it. He's going to be forced to lose everything here at the 3rd base, probably lose that bottom right side base as well. So this is a serious issue right now here for ByuN. He has a couple more ghosts coming in, starts Liberators at this point, but that's too late. You need to preempt these Lurkers. You need to have the Libs out already before they're sieged up and killing your 3rd.
You can't kind of react to Lurkers on the fly, right? You need that preparation to be there, especially if it's, if they're on the other side of the map, then sure. But when they're in position on top of your base, you don't just get to kind of build a couple Libs, then siege them up. The Banes are going to come over. This base goes down. The SCVs fall. And ByuN is going to be in a world of trouble as, losing 2 bases pretty quickly back to back. It's not like he's set up to kind of build a ton of CCs and play super late into this game like he sometimes does. This was him who was continuing to push and be aggressive this entire time and just has not worked out. Now Lings get to this base, they're going to decide not to fight it because there is a major bio army across the map, and Solar does need to focus some defense on clearing that up. It's going to be his last challenge of this game.
Yeah, but it's going to be on creep here, so Banelings are going to be a viable option to defend it. We see them rolling in forward, bit of a Link flank coming in as well. Banelings joining in, and I think that is going to be it, as there's nothing really remaining for ByuN except, well, half a medevac filled with some units. And we have a 3rd base that's theoretically still mining, but it's 90 workers to 57. It's not like we have 12 orbital commands that just can start plopping down mules to increase that income. The army comp is a little bit better now for ByuN than before. Like, he has more ghosts, he has some liberators, he still has just that single tank, but just the sheer numbers here are going to be the issue for ByuN to deal with.
First liberators are going to try and siege up, but this Hydra's already on top of them. I just see a lot of the Hydras going down, some snipes focusing Hydras as well, and the Overseer's left behind going to get sniped as well as ByuN looks for anything he can get. Solar still has a significant supply lead, but will back it up for just a moment. Maybe gives ByuN some time to get some extra tech units out and maybe salvage a position to try and defend and hold on to. It is not pretty for our Terran, but he's not had to leave just yet. His army supply is there to defend with maybe, so we'll see if he can.
I mean, that was a legit good fight, right? He killed quite a bit. He did use most of his energy on the Ghost, and that scares me. Planetary, you're on the left. It's just not gonna finish. It's just not gonna finish. A lot of his SCPs are gonna go down. Ling run by, hits at the same time, yes. ByuN taps out, and Solar's gonna win game number 2, tying up the series 1. Understand, but it's a 10 nonetheless, yeah.
Check you
I
out.
mean, you wouldn't be capable of seeing it, but when I take off my shirt, like I can see it, you know.
Nice. Crazy.
Yeah. It's been a while since I had a 10, so that's cool.
Who do you have your money on for game 3?
I'm not allowed to bet on any of these players as a professional competitor.
Who do you have your beliefs in game 3?
I trust ByuN. He's gonna go for Reapers again. So he's gonna blast him.
I'll blast him with the Reapers.
Blast him with the Reapers.
What if Solar counter blasts him with the Banelings?
I actually think that's a good call. Like the counter blasting. Also, you can do like a roach all in. I think this is the one thing that is, I don't want to say it's underused because it's used quite often, but like the roach counter attacks, that's powerful as hell. Okay, I'm getting the phone out. Don't worry. I know the people want to know what the hell's going on. I was like, oh no, Harstem, please enlighten us. What are they saying? Because this seems like an interesting conversation. Dude, my phone is so crap. Holy cow. Recommend a chicken menu. Fried food. And then Solar said seasoning.
Uh-huh.
He said Wu Samsal.
Uh-huh.
ByuN said I like seasoned sirloin. My phone isn't great at translating this right now. Where are you going? They say they eat chicken. Don't do it really. And then Solar says goat. Chicken goat. Chicken goat. Oh, it's like the chicken is the goat, I guess.
I'm gonna see
Kentucky.
if
ByuN says Kentucky. Kentucky, KK. KK.
Laughing, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, like the Kentucky Fried Chicken, not the state.
Not the state. Isn't that all
It's
that?
a state, right?
Isn't that all they're known for? Kentucky? It's a yeah, it's a state that's like in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's not
Does
the
it
middle
look
of
like the
nowhere,
chicken as well? I remember it looks a bit like a
It
chicken.
looks like a
that's how I used to
chicken?
remember it. It's like
What's
a fried
that?
chicken piece. Yeah.
Oh, I guess it could maybe be seen as like a chicken leg or something, maybe like a drumstick.
Yeah, like a chicken piece. That's how I always remembered it when I was learning like the U.S. states.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
You did that.
So
You
that was
learned
like
the
my-
U.S. states.
That was my donkey bridge, you know?
Yeah, Donkey Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Azel Brew.
The Ezelbrug. Exactly.
Has that served you well in life?
I forget them, and I frequently like relearn them.
No, I specifically mean knowing that Kentucky looks like a piece of chick.
No, it hasn't come in help. It hasn't even come up in conversation yet until now, and I kind of had to force it, so it wasn't great. Oh, Queen goes down. That is not good. Yeah, end it.
Insane players.
Yeah, speed is late, but at least the third base gets up. That is something as well.
And hey.
No. When was it built? When did you build it? I guess he's talking about the hatchery, but you can just kind of reason back now. You see the HP and then figure it out.
Yeah, probably.
ByuN not known for the math. Oh, he's going into Hellion here. In that case, something like... yeah, a lot of things are just worse as a result.
A lot of things are just worse.
Yeah, like Baneling Bust or something like that, right? It's worse. And also, it's pretty scary to go for...
Well, he only went
for like
for
roach
Reapers.
attack, because what if it's like a veggie? But he's actually gonna go for a roach attack here. You see, second gas, roach roaring about to finish. He's gonna pump some roaches right now. So, and there's no Banshee, so it's actually fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is creepy, man. If he sees the roaches, what do you think the right response is? Do you swap the factory onto the tech lab? That feels weird, right? Killing Stim?
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Oh! Yeah, 100% saw that.
I mean, he's gonna bunker out the front. He's gonna try and protect the tech lab. He's gonna bunker behind as well. Starport just starting. think this is one of those scenarios where as Solar you're just going to have the chance to get some kills in and like deny the infrastructure a bit at the front, but like it's going to be very hard to break through the wall and get in on any sort of reasonable timing frame, you know?
Yeah. I think it's actually correct as well here to throw the super depot on the depot in front already, you know? Kind of preemptively. I don't think it's a mistake. He also should probably pull a couple of SCVs to heal that bunker if he can. This is a good start as that bunker finishes up. Clearing that is going to take some time. Bunch of links going down. And a lot of time here being wasted. Stim still 20 seconds away, so it's just gonna die. Like, that's the reality of things here. Roach count is good. Links in the back. Now gonna clear that Stim. That was big. That was very big. Of course, Solar doesn't know when it's gonna finish, so he kind of has to hurry for it. I'm just gonna throw some bile onto this bunker. We get the SCVs to come and repair as well. Single medevac on the way, but there's not going to be Stim. 1-1 upgrades, even without Stim, are still quite big though.
Yeah, and just having the upgrades in general gives the Marines a good chance to fight, and especially against those Lings, should be able to clean those up pretty nicely as we will try and buy off some SCVs there. Just get the bunker, gives you a chance to keep going. The Lings are going to kind of slide through, and we'll see if they want to commit. There's a chance for them to get something of a surround here. Medevac lifts up a bunch of units. That's not great, because that means you're now going to be without those able to fight during this, and ByuN is getting overwhelmed a little bit. There's 5 Ravagers here. They are not going anywhere. They are going to provide so much damage. GG is called, and Solar is going to make it to finals.